Good morning. Let's go to the train station. It's a Monday morning and I've got a week off and I'm heading up to Manchester Airport, and from there tomorrow I'm going to be flying somewhere nice and sunny. So if you want to check it out, stick around and we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going, but it's somewhere sunny. Alright, I've arrived in at Manchester Airport on the train from West Wales, and now we're going to head over to our hotel for the night before flying tomorrow, and it's the DoubleTree by Hilton. We're in room 347. Should be down here. 5 347. Here we go. And here is our room for the night. So anyway, I'm going to be thinking about getting something to eat now. I'm not sure what I'm going to get. I'm going to go in the restaurant and have a look to see what they've got. And it's been a long day travelling up from West Wales, so I will catch everybody in the morning. So good morning from the DoubleTree Hilton at Manchester Airport. It's early morning. I've had breakfast. I've also had a shower. The shower was okay, just that the shower curtain just gets stuck to you, and it did leak a little bit, and I give it an 8 out of 10. The bed, on the other hand, was really good. Had a really good night's sleep. I recommend the bed, really nice. Breakfast, normal stuff, full buffet with hot stuff and everything. I had what I wanted. Was it worth the £15 extra? Probably not, but saying that, normally if I hadn't had Hilton Honours it would have been nearly 20. I think it was £21 to have breakfast. So no, definitely not worth £21. But look, it is what it is, and you know you are captured here. So anyway, I'm just getting myself ready now. Going to head over to the airport, flying out. As I've told you, I'm going to tell you where I'm going. I'm flying with Ryanair to Cyprus and Pathos. So there's two reasons behind that. I'll let you know what those reasons are once I get to Pathos later on this afternoon. And it's a 4-hour 40-minute flight out. It's Ryanair. So basically what I've done is I've cheated a little bit and I've paid for a bit extra. I've decided I booked priority boarding, and I also booked an extra legroom seat, specifically row 28. So this is a tip if you really want a long flight like that, and these are one of Ryanair's longest flights obviously. I would book seat 28E. It'll cost you a bit extra. It cost me £21. The reason for it, at the end of the day, I will be able to stretch my legs out properly because it is a exit seat, and I get to put my bag in the overhead locker. Also, like I say, just a bit more comfort, especially with Ryanair seats. They're not the best, especially if you're flying more than 2.5 hours. Or if I was only flying a 2.5 hour to 3 hour flight, I wouldn't have bothered paying the extra. But because this is a long flight, I've done it both ways, there and back. So yeah, I paid a bit extra, but at the end of the day, I think it's worth it just for the comfort levels and bearing in mind how far it is. So I'm going to get myself ready. I'm going to head over to the airport, have a look at, because I've never flown out of this airport before, so I just want to suss out the lay of the land, get through security, get into departures and see what the score is. The one good thing I will explain to you later on about Cyprus regarding your 90-day rule, it doesn't count because it's not in the Schengen zone, but I'll explain more about that when we get to Cyprus and explain a couple of things, my reasoning behind why I want to go to Cyprus. So guys, I'll catch you later. I'm not going to show the flight. Everybody shows the flight. It's boring. Nothing much happens. If something does happen, there's a major delay or whatever, then I'll switch it back on and I'll film. But apart from that, everybody's seen what a Ryanair flight is, so I'm not going to film that. So the next time you'll see me will be at Pathos airport. I'll catch you later. So welcome everybody and welcome to Pathos, Cyprus. Arrived here about an hour ago and I'm just having a chill out before I go and find something to eat. But let's have a look at the room. I'll show you around it. This is the balcony which I'm staying at. The sun is shining. It's not boiling hot, but then it's not cold either. The place I'm staying is the Princessca Vera apartments. It's on the Tomb of the Kings Road. So let's go and have a look at this room. As you say, the balcony is overlooking the street, unfortunately. There are balconies that overlook the gardens. I haven't got one of them. I've got this one. So let's go inside and have a look. I'm here for 4 nights. And this is my room. So we've got 2 single beds pushed together. The bed, I've had a lay in it for 10 minutes because I was tired after my 4.5-hour flight. As you can see, it has 2 beds, single beds put together. The pillows are quite soft, which is fine. I got 2 pillows together, but if there was 2 of you, you might want to look to see if you like to have 2 pillows, you'd probably have to ask reception for some pillows. We've got that there. Everything is tiled. Everything is fairly modern. We've got a big screen TV. It has got English language channels on it, but they're mostly news. I did have a look. We've got a wardrobe. We've got shelving in there. And we've got the coat hangers in here. I've got my clothes up. I'm here for 4 nights. Oh, and there is an extra pillow. I didn't see that. There's also a safe, which will fit, yeah, it'll fit a laptop. We've got a little desk area as well, which we can put things on. There's the mirror. Hello. Phone by the bed. We've got reading lights. Both sides. We've got the light switches on top there, which give you control of the lights in the room from the bed, which is great. We've got a drawer here, a cupboard, and there's nothing in it. And as this is a self-catering unit, or can be a self-catering unit, we've got an armchair here, which, to be honest with you, has seen better days. There is a stain there. Don't think it's anything nefarious. Got a little table next to it. You've got a little dining table, plastic chairs, plenty where you do, place to put your suitcase on. We've got a little kitchenette. Now, I was hoping that we were going to have the a cooking range so I could do some cooking as well, but I'm going to get to that in a second. In here we have the microwave. In here we've got crockery, glasses, dishes, egg, cups. Under here is a tray, a spatula, something else. This is cutlery. In here we've got the bin under the sink. And we've got a fridge, quite a big fridge actually, and it is working. I've checked it out. So I might go and buy a couple of beers and put them in there, keep them cold. And a kettle. So obviously no tea and coffee making facilities. This is meant to be a self-catering apartment, so you'd buy your own and bring it back here and use it. We've got, and that's pretty much it for the room. It's very basic, it's very white. I suppose it's very Mediterranean if you like. Then we have the bathroom. We've got a bath and a shower over the bath. We've got plenty of towels. Everything does look very clean, to be honest with you. It looks like it's been redone recently. The tiling is almost, well it is, it's spot on. The grouting looks new. So yeah, it's clean. And then we've got the toilet. We've got a very small wash basin, but it's enough, I think. And you've got your toiletries. We've got some hand soap. We've got some conditioner. We've got some hair shampoo. And we've got some shower gel. So you've got your toiletries if you need them. Like I said, it's not much of them, they're quite thin. So yeah, it's all functional, it all seems to work, and as I say, it is all looking very clean and tidy. Now, one interesting point that I didn't realise about Cyprus, even though I know they drive on the left-hand side of the road and English is very widely spoken, all of the electrical fittings are British. The British light switches, and as you can see, we have UK 3-pin electric sockets. So I thought it would be European, so I brought my adapter. I didn't need to bring it, so that's a tip for you guys. That's one less thing to have to bring. So yeah, and I guess it came down to the fact that Britain had quite a big influence on this island for a long time, and there's a large RAF base here still here. Yeah, so as I say, it's pretty basic, but it'll do the job. Now, I'm going to turn you around because I need to talk to you. There is a reason why I've come to Cyprus, or one of the reasons. I wanted to see the country. I wanted to see some of the archaeology, I wanted to see some of the other things. But I also want to test out the water with regards to the possibility in the not too distant future of spending my winters here. And the reason behind that is that I've heard that the cost of living is certainly cheaper to stay. It may not be as cheap, or might be about the same price to buy groceries, but it looks like in general terms it would be cheaper to stay here during the winter. Plus it would mean getting away from those dreary winters. I'm getting to that age now where I'm just sick and tired of getting up in the winter and thinking to myself, here comes another drab, dreary, windy, wet day. So that's a little bit of an reason behind me coming here. So I'm going to start again. I am going to do some investigating while I'm here to see what kind of costs it would be, how much groceries are, how much it would be to hire a car for a period of time. Would they do deals on a longer rental? You know, things like that. So I'm going to look into that while I'm here. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I've come here. The other part is also to get some sunshine after the winter we've had. The one good thing about Cyprus, currently Cyprus isn't in the Schengen zone. And because it isn't in the Schengen zone, it means that you can spend time here. Now they still have 90-day rule, same as Schengen, but it doesn't count towards Schengen. So you could spend up to 90 days here and it would not take away your allowance for the Schengen area of Europe like Spain, Portugal, Greece, Germany, Italy, France, and so on. They probably will become part of the Schengen zone eventually, but when that will be, I don't know. And then obviously the 90-day will be the same for the Schengen zone. But currently, they have a 90-day rule for UK citizens, same as the rest of Europe, but none of it counts towards your allowance in the Schengen zone. So you could spend 90 days here in the winter, up to 90 days in the winter, and when you leave here, your Schengen allowance is still there ready for the rest of the year. So you can go and do Spain, Portugal, Italy, whatever. So yeah, that's a good bonus on that one. Anyway, giving you some ideas of why I wanted to come here. I didn't film the flight over. It was a typical Ryanair flight. It was okay and not spectacular. Survived it. That's the most important thing. And I'm here. Taxi ride came in. I took the taxi because the bus was going to be at 5 o'clock. We flew in at 4, and to be honest with you, I was through immigration and into arrivals within 5 minutes of leaving the plane. So there was so I would have waited 50 minutes for the thing. So I managed to get a taxi, and the taxi cost me 25 euros in total. So it's just a thought, you know, if you do arrive here, because I think the buses tend not to just meet the aircraft. Right, I'm going to go and have a mooch around. I'm not going to take you guys with me tonight. It's just gone 6:15 of the evening here in Cyprus, which means it's 4:15 back home. The 2-hour time difference is a little bit weird compared to the rest of the places we go to in Europe, or I go to in Europe, but I'll get used to it. So I'm going to go and have a look around, get something to eat, and I'm going to have a relatively early night. I'm not going to take you guys with me, so I'll see you all in the morning when we can have a good old look, a bit of breakfast, and then we'll head out and have a look around Pathos itself. So catch you all later. Good morning from Pathos, Cyprus, and there's construction. Steve Marsh, if you ever watch this, you'll know all about the construction. So I thought we'd head down to the beach and down to the coastal path, and then we'll have a look around down to the archaeological park and go from there. So we're going to go on the beach, the archaeological park. So yeah, we'll just have a good wander today, keep ourselves active. First full day in Cyprus. The weather is blue skies and about 21, I think it is, so not too hot but pleasant. And I think I've got to walk all the way down to the bottom here, and I don't know if you can see it just yet, but we've got the sea right in front of us. Oh, there's a car coming and he got run over. So let's go down there and let's have a look. Don't know if you can see, if you see these plants here. I'm not sure if they're cacti or cactus or something else, I'm not sure. Somebody will tell me in the comments. Definitely palm trees over there. But just over there is the lighthouse, and that's where we're heading. Oh, there they are, the Mediterranean, the Eastern Mediterranean. I'm coming up to a beach now, so I'll switch off. Oh, there's some goats there, having a munch around. Oh, one's coming over. In fact, there's quite a lot of goats in that field. And yeah, there's the Mediterranean. Right, we're going to walk up to the archaeological park, to the entrance around the boardwalk here, and then we're going to go in and have a look at some of the archaeological sites. Right, there's a viewing platform over there, so we're going to head over there and have a look. Okay, here we can see Pathos Castle. Unfortunately, there's high-rise up behind it, spoils the view, sort of, but 13th century Byzantine castle, so I believe. But we'll have a look at that maybe afterwards. Let's see how we go. Let's crack on to the archaeological park. A closer look at the castle. I'll swing you around and you can have a look at the... Well, there's no real bay to look at. I'll swing you around. Have a look at the castle. Got the harbour there. Some nice folks in the harbour today. We'll have a closer look at them. So yeah, there's the castle. Right, I keep getting distracted. I need to crack on now. Get into the archaeological park because I really want to have a look around that, and they say it takes a good hour and a half to 2 hours to have a look around. So let's get up there. Nice little Fiat Panda for sale. If I ever came to live here, I think I'd buy that. 2,000 euros. Don't know how old it is, but it's 4x4. So that'll be a good idea if ever I did decide to come and live here. Right, archaeological park, let's go. Bit of a queue, by the looks of it. Oh. Right, okay, so this is a basilica from the early Byzantine period, built in the 5th century AD, probably destroyed during the Second Arab invasion in 653 AD. And there's a little bit of modern rubbish in there as well. But crikey, you know how old this stuff around here is? It's unbelievable. Right, we're getting distracted again. Let's get on to the into the what's it called? Let's get into the archaeological park. I'm just keeping getting distracted all the time, but there's so much to see. Oh, concentrate, Philip, concentrate. Right, here we go. Right, we're at the archaeological park. Let's go in, pay our money, and let's do it. And that cost a grand total of €4.70. What's that? About £4.20. So let's have a look. Right, now we got to figure out which way to go. There's a visitor centre there, we'll go back there afterwards. and we follow it round. Alright, well I'm going to head over towards the lighthouse to begin with, I think. That's where everybody seems to be heading. And then we'll just find our way round, I guess. They have signs telling you where things are, but they don't actually tell you when you get to it what... Oh, it does. They do have signs on it, sorry. Right, let's have a wander up here. Let's have a look at this here. I'm assuming you can climb these steps. Don't know what that is, it's something. Right, it's a little bit disappointing. These buildings are meant to have mosaic floors, and they have got mosaic floors, but they're covered in dust. They've been covered over, as you can see. So you can't actually see the mosaics. So in some sense you're being shortchanged here a little bit. But never mind. Let's let this tour group get out of the way first before we go anywhere else. Not sure what that is. Doesn't seem to be any plaque here. Right. Right, there's supposed to be vending machines. I need a bottle of water. Forgot to get one before I came out. So let's go and get a bottle of water. I just missed that, but I think that was jets out of RAF Akrotiri. Obviously on heightened alert around here at the moment because of what's going on in the Middle East. Look at these beautiful, these poppies. Do you know, I think they are. Really nice. Okay. Now we seem to be coming to a much bigger area of... So we got the house of Aeon, we got the house of Theseus, and we got the house of Orpheus. So let's go and have a look at some of these fantastic archaeological ruins. I'm guessing that those round stone pieces there were part of an underfloor heating system that they used to have. It's probably Roman. I don't know if the Greeks had that. I'd have to look into that. But I'm guessing it's part of the underfloor heating. So the floor was laid on top. That's just a guess. As I say, I don't know. I know some of you probably won't be interested in this, but look, I am. And I do promise that tomorrow we'll have a wander around Pathos properly. But I just wanted to get these archaeological sites out of the way first day I'm here. And then tomorrow I'll take you all around and we'll have a wander around the town. And we'll go up into the old town probably. So bear with me on this one for today, guys. You can always skip forward. I'll let you know in the timestamp what that will be. Right. We'll go up towards the lighthouse, I think. It's a beautiful day now. Got the Mediterranean on my left, the lighthouse on my right. poppies all over the place in the fields here. Very pleasant walk. Do you know that bottle of water costs me 50 cents for a 500ml. What's that? 30p, 35 pence? You know what? We get absolutely stung in the UK. The fact that it costs €4.50 to get in here. You wouldn't have that in the UK. It costs you 20 quid, 25 quid maybe, and a bottle of water would be nearly £2. And that's the way it is, unfortunately. But there we are. Rant over. Let's have a look at the lighthouse. Well, it's a lighthouse. What can I tell you? Don't think it's quite as old as the buildings though. Somehow. Do I want to go up there? No, I think we'll head round the other side. Not bad though. So this year was the Agora, the public forum of the old city. It's Roman, but it's built on Hellenistic Greek foundations, and this is where all of the public debates and political machinations would go on, I suppose. But yeah, so this is dates back to the 2nd century AD. Don't know if you can see on camera, but we've had some clouds now building the last hour or so, and they only seem to be sitting over the hilly parts of this behind the city. They don't seem to be pushing any further towards us, so I'm guessing weather systems here mean not a lot of rain probably falls on the coast here, but mostly falls in those hills. That's what I'm guessing anyway, because if I've noticed they're forming but they're not pushing out towards the coast where we are any further. They just seem to be sitting on the hills. Hello cats. Steve Marsh, I know you love your cats. Here's a couple of beauties here. Hello. Hello. Where are you off to? Where are you going, eh? Yeah. So there, Steve. If you're watching that, a couple of cats for you and Alicia. I think this is an exit up here. Yeah, I think so. I can see a green gate, so I can get out this way. So that was easily worth £4.50, £4.20, easy. Very interesting for me anyway. So I think if you come here and you're interested in archaeology, definitely head down to the archaeological park. You will see some great archaeological sites, and it is quite large. So as I say, for £4.50, good value. Now I'm wondering, is this an exit? I don't think I'll go out that way. Don't even know where that is. So I think I'll head back to the main place and go from there. Because I don't even know where that is. Right, well I'm going to head back now to the hotel. I'm going to try and find a little mini market, get some water and some supplies for the room, and hopefully get a sandwich if they have them, because I don't really want any lunch. But the archaeological site was interesting for myself. May not have been interesting for you guys, but look, tomorrow I promise we'll do some more. So I'm going to head back to the hotel now. I'm up to the roundabout. I'm going to turn left and straight down to the hotel. So that'll be it for today's little video today. The continuation will be tomorrow. Catch you then. Good morning and welcome to day 2 at Pathos, Cyprus. We're going to take a walk up into the old town today and have a look around, so join me and we'll go and have a look to see what the old town is like. Alright, morning all. As I promised, we are going to have a look up in the old town. We'll see what's going on up there. So it's about a 2-kilometre walk, so I can see on the maps. So yeah, let's go for a walk. There's a lot of car rental places, and the next time I come back here I am going to definitely be booking a car to get up into the mountains. This here is the big Kings Avenue Mall, big shopping centre with loads of shops in it and eateries, TGI, Costa Coffee, Burger King, Starbucks is in there as well. But yeah, there's even a Marks and Spencer's in there. I went in there last night, it's okay. Garden centre over on my right. And here it is, Kings Avenue Mall. Like I say, if you need anything, good place to go. Got the old irrigation pipes for the plants. It's a little bit cooler today than it was yesterday, or it feels cooler anyway. Although I have put plenty of sunscreen on. So I think, yeah, we go up this way and we have a look, see at the old town. That's a pretty nondescript street at the moment. I hope it's going to be worth it when I get there. Anyway, we'll keep on going. Right, pavement's almost run out here. Let's have a look. I think I'm in. Pretty much residential here. Some nice places as well. Birds sing. Fairly quiet as well. Nice little garden set up. Plenty of pot plants. And we seem to be coming up to a junction. So I think I go left here. In fact, I'm pretty sure I go left. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I go left. Because I remember on the map it said something about a school. That looks like a school in front of me. So yeah, down here and around to the right, and I think I end up in the town. Or maybe I don't. I'm not 100% sure. Well, I can see the sea in front of me. Right, let's go down here and have a look. As suspected, I went the wrong way. I was heading back towards the sea, so I didn't go back up here. Oh well. It's a bit of an idea to head where all the cars are coming from and going to, wouldn't it? Duh. Rookie mistake. Well, I think I'm on the right track now. We shall see. Went wrong again. I think I got it right now. I'm gonna hang a left up here, then a right, and I should be in the old town then. So I've walked about, yeah, I've walked about a kilometre, more than I needed to. But hey, that's the great joy of being in a place you don't know. Oh yeah, straight up. And turn left. It's an old abandoned apartment block there. Oh, who thought this was a good idea? Oh. Who thought this was a good idea? Right. Let's have a look up here. Oh, a doggy in the window. Hello, doggy. Keeping the shade, are you? Keep it in the shade, yeah. One thing's for sure, I need to get fit. That was a bit of a climb, that. But I think I'm almost there. Yeah, I think I made it. There's a tall group over there, always the same. Let's have a look at the vista from here. Right out onto the Mediterranean. So this must be the main square. Well, I would say it's part of it. A lot of eateries around here. So we've got Cafe Nero. Some other eateries around the corner. So let's have a look, see what we can see. Alright guys, I found a ruin. Let's go and have a look what this is about. Looks like it might be a church. Let's go and have a look. Can't see if it's got any information about it, but it's definitely some sort of church, I reckon. Just come down to the car park as well. Okay, let's have a look here. No, nothing there. It's all locked up. It looks like it might... Is it a church? I don't think it might. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's have a look at the other side. No. I'll have to have a look on Google Maps to see what this is. Don't think it's a church. Right, found out what they are. They're old municipal baths dating back to the Byzantine 8th century. Oh look, it's tat jewellery. Oh sorry, tatty. Right, let's have a wander around here. Seems quite bustling, this Pathos town. Not a bad little place actually. Have a look up here. Oh, we've got some other stuff. Cracking view of the Mediterranean there. Let's have a wander around here and see what else we can see. And try not to get... Oh. Try not to get run over. Always the same, even though I know they drive on the same side of the road. Even have a lift down to the car park below and down to the bottom, so I'll probably take that afterwards. Well, let's have a mooch around here and see what we can see. I don't think there's a huge amount, but we'll have a look. Got some allotment buildings, allotments down there. Nice view of the Mediterranean again. There's a market right across the road, so I think I'll take a look in there. Why not? I love a good market, me. So come on, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the market. Well, okay. Fairly unimpressive, to be honest with you guys. Not exactly my cup of tea, but hey, but yeah, I thought it was going to be a bit better than this. Anyway, I won't spend any time in. Oh, there's more through here. I don't know why I came in here, to be honest with you. Just your usual tourist rubbish, to be honest with you. Alright, let's head down. If you want bags, if you want football shirts, if you want dresses, you're fine. Yeah. Let's head up this way. And finally, a bit of history. Let's go and have a look and see what this is. This a mosque. This might be a mosque. It's got a minaret. Let's have a look. Very nice. I think that is a mosque. It's got a minaret. I wonder if there's an information board here somewhere. I don't think it's in use. There's workmen in there. And I've walked into a car park. Cool. Yes. Very nice. Right, I don't know if there's much else to see. I think I'm going to get myself a drink, something cold, and make my way back down to the bottom. I think, unless I see something. Anyway, we'll have a look. Well, there's not a lot here, guys. Just shops, a few old buildings. And that's it. So, I think we'll get a drink and we'll head back and think about just having a chill. So I think I'll tag this onto the video at the end. As I say, there's not much here, guys. Right, well, there's not a huge amount here. It's mostly shops and everything, so I think we'll call it a day on Pathos Old Town and head back to the hotel. Catch you later. Oh, and they got Marks and Spencer. I think I got it right this time to get back to the hotel from Pathos Old Town rather than the mind you, it was nice to go up the back streets, let's be fair. Looks like it's main road all the way down and then across. I wondering if I was going to find a post box. It's the first one I've seen, and they're yellow. Right, I can see where we were yesterday down by the archaeological park. That's good. Know where I am now. Right, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for coming with me to Pathos. First time in Cyprus for myself. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was interesting. Hope it was informative. I will catch you all later in the next one. As always, you know, do the normal like and subscribe if you could. That would be brilliant. I've got a free day tomorrow, which I'm going to spend just relaxing and doing a few things on my own. Might do a travel home video, not sure yet, but just keep an eye out, hit the notifications, then you'll see it come up then if I do decide to do it. So again, thank you very much, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye bye.